Hey guys, Jason from SmeggCo here, and recently I've had a couple people ask me about the Delta Recruiting Event currently taking place in Star Trek Online, and I've kind of been like, make a new character, do this, and I just realized I just don't remember a whole lot about it. I participated in it when it first took place in 2015, and as I'm just now kind of getting back into the game after so long, there's just so much that I need to rediscover. YouTube commenter Gate of Divine asked how it worked after my first Contact Day video. I figured, you know what, why not just take a look at it, read up on it a little bit, figure out what I can, and, just share what I can. This is, of course, by no means definitive. It's pretty much just what I could figure out in a short period of time. By all means, please, you STO vets out there, feel free to hop in the comments, give your best advice and knowledge, so that everybody can enjoy the game to its fullest. I know there's been a few comments of people who actually hadn't seen the game before and we're going to check it out, and some people are going to get back into it, so why not dig into this a little bit? So the Delta Recruit event is going on between now and May 3rd. It pops up like once a year or so. The last few years it's been every year. Lasts for about 21 days, or at least that's what this current one is going. And as usual, I am late to the party, as always, but maybe this time it can help people discover it and they can jump back in, or maybe when it pops around next year somebody can find it and it'll help them out. If you're considering getting into the game, this is actually the perfect time to create a character. If I remember right, this was originally done back in 2015 in order to bring new characters in line with the Iconian War in both level and tech more easily. The Iconian War arc, in my mind, was kind of the culmination and ending of the main series. If you look at the episodes, in my mind, the main Star Trek Online story starts with the Klingon War and goes all the way to the Iconian War. There's like hints and breadcrumbs throughout the seasons as to like the overarching villains, and it feels like everything kind of culminates to this. And then I kind of feel like starting with like Yesterday's War and on, it's kind of, I would consider it like the spin-offs and the movies and whatnot afterwards, but I kind of feel like Klingon War to the Iconian War is kind of like the crux of the main story, right? In the original event, in addition to account-wide rewards and boosts and whatnot, players work towards and unlock server-wide rewards. But now as you play, you pretty much unlock account-wide rewards for yourself. And we'll see in a second, while the event is active, Delta Recruits will have a Delta Recruit bonus trait, which gives you bonus dilithium and stuff that won't exist once the event is over. So let's just go over quickly how the event works. That way people who just want the gist of it and don't want to hang around for the details can run off and do their own thing, hopefully make their own characters. Let's just go over quickly how it works. So to participate in the event, you need to create a new 2409 character of Starfleet, Klingon, or Romulan origin. You will get in the process of the tutorial, which you absolutely have to do, you can't skip it. If you make a Delta Recruit, you will get a Delta Recruit Tesseract transceiver device, and then you'll be on your way. This device will allow you to get messages from the future. It will allow you to check your progress, check your goals, allow you to claim your rewards, etc., etc. And we'll take a look at that here in a little bit. There's 8 story arcs in the Federation storyline to get through in order to complete the Delta Recruit campaign. If you're a Klingon, I think there's something like 10, and if you're Romulan, I think there's 12. I was reading the wiki earlier, and I believe that's what it said. Throughout the story missions, so you're basically just going to play through the story missions. Like the side missions and things like that don't have these optional objectives. But if you play through the story missions, certain story missions are going to have bonus side objectives for Delta Recruits to complete. And it typically includes getting information on the Iconians or tech from the Iconians that's going to help you in the upcoming, battle against the Iconians, basically. These objectives are listed with a Delta symbol next to them in your mission tracker, so basically a fancy triangle, pretty much. And we'll take a look at that in a second as well. The event usually runs from like April and May each year. Like I said, this one ends on May 3rd. Last 21 days, we're kind of well into that, but we still have a little bit of time. And also note that because you get account-wide rewards for completing objectives. Any character over level 20 can go to their kind of home station and go to the temporal agent of that station and get rewards that can be unlocked. And Space Dock, that's Philip Cray, who's right outside of the Admiral's office. In addition to playing through the story missions, you can also earn rewards by doing Admiralty missions, but those don't really unlock until you're something like level 52. There's also some for R&D projects, which I think unlock at like level 15. Guys, don't quote me on this. Please feel free to correct me in the comments. Just be nice about it, please. And then there's also one for being part of a fleet and that kind of stuff. So enough of that. Let's hop in real quick and just take a look at what these things look like. So again, to make a Delta Recruit, you need to join Starfleet, Klingon, Defense Force, or the Romulan Republic. So it needs to be one of the 3 base 2409 characters. So just make that character like you normally do. You can see down at the bottom that we've got a Delta Recruit event going. It's live, goes for another 11 days. It's fine. So give me a quick second. I'm going to whip up a character real fast and then we'll dive in. All right. The first thing to note is what we talked about earlier. This character will become a Delta Recruit and be eligible for special mission rewards, but you may not skip to the tutorial. So we've done this before, actually not too long ago. But wait a second.
This is the time we have pinpointed in your timeline, sir. This is when you go back and give yourself this. You'll know what to say. You've already heard yourself say it. It doesn't matter if it's exactly right. The time stream will work itself out. Just make sure you give yourself this. It's our best hope for the future of the galaxy. You'll return to this exact point in time as soon as you have done what you need to do. The galaxy still needs you, Admiral. Ready?
A little something different.
Welcome to Star Trek Online. Today,
This, not so different. Let me skip ahead until we hit a point that's a little bit different, and there is one little bit that we need to do while we're here. All right, so we just defeated the Klingons in the simulator to get our phaser rating when the first kind of funny thing happens. Hello. And you can see next to your selection bar, there's that little purple triangle, which means it's a Delta Recruit situation. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I am you from your future, and I've come back in time to tell you information you're going to need in the future. I don't quite understand everything myself, but I remember talking to me when I was standing in your shoes, so I knew I had to do this. Let's assume I believe you. You. Just as accepting and easy as I remember being. That's not good. Oh, that is good. That's good. Always give people a chance to surprise you. You'll even meet Romulans who want to do the same thing. If you have any nagging doubts, you can always check with Temporal Investigations after you talk to Admiral Quinn when you receive your first command, which I should probably stop talking about now before I give too much away. Are you ready to hear what I have to say? I'll do that. What is it then that you want me to know? Let's get down to business then. There's a war coming. An ancient race known as the Iconians once ruled huge areas of space, including this one. They had the power of gods, technology far beyond what anyone else had. It took all of the Iconians' enemies rising up against them as one to defeat them. We thought they were extinct. Now we know we were wrong. And they returned to take everything back that once was theirs. That's where you come in. Why me? What makes me special? Most of Starfleet's officers had no opportunity to gather intelligence on this race, their capabilities, and their possible plans, but I did. Throughout your career, we will benefit from the knowledge I'll give you today. When the war with the Iconians come, the galaxy will have a fighting chance, thanks to what you've learned. That's why I've come back, so I will know what to do. Tell me what I need to know. I can't just drop everything on you at once. That could cause a paradox. Hello, Kirk? You'll still need to locate all of this information yourself. I'll help guide you. Guide me how? Take this. It's a Tesseract communication device. It allows me one-way communication from the future to you. There will be updates through the device as you progress through your career. Check it often. I think I've taken up as much of your time as I can. Flores and Captain Taggart are waiting for you. Thank you?
You are now a Delta Recruit. You have a unique trait that gives bonus dilithium ore to you and your teammates. As a Delta Recruit, you will be able to earn many additional rewards as you complete later missions.
So, as I was talking about before, during the event, you'll have this trait up here, Delta Recruit Enhanced Rewards Enabled. That's how you know that you're in the middle of the event. The rest of this, I believe, is pretty much the same. I'm gonna hop way ahead. I'm gonna go through the tutorial again. I'm still looking forward to it. This time, though, I get to skip the movies and go really fast, though. And we'll hop out on the other end of Space Dock when we catch our next change as part of the Delta Recruit program. I'll see you in a second. All right, and we are back on Earth Space Dock after completing the tutorial. Well, this is basically where the tutorial wraps up. But before we get to the Admiral and Admiral Janeway, we do have one stop to make, and that is with Philip Cray.
Greetings. How can I assist you today? Or in the future?
Well, I had an encounter.
An encounter, you say? Something temporal in nature, I assume.
So we need to talk to him and get through his stuff, which I will let you do. So if we go to our inventory, we go to use, a new interface pops up. This is the Delta Recruit interface, and you can see it's got the little fancy purple triangle which says it's Delta. But this is basically your guide. Your goal is to hit level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. And each time you do, you're going to be able to click on this and get a new reward. And then you'll get another reward account-wide that your other characters can come and talk to Philip Cray and get the reward for, but they need to be over level 20. There's 3 rewards you can get doing your Admiralty, which is basically sending your ships out on missions. That unlocks at level 52. There's 2 more things that you can get by doing research and development, which opens up at level 15. I don't even think I can show you that at this point. The big one is playing through all of the storyline episodes from the Klingon arc, the Iconian War. So it lists out basically these are all of the story arcs, right? All of the campaigns, and you'll get another set of rewards for that. You'll get another reward for being part of a fleet. You get extra bonuses at level 30. And then the learn and collect ones, these are the items that you're going to get, the intel and the technology you're going to get playing through the story missions. Those are going to be the optional objectives you're going to see. And we'll check that out. I'll do the first mission to show you what that looks like. So really, this is your guide. You just want to fill in as many of these as you possibly can. And each one will give you another box with another set of rewards in it. I'm gonna hop ahead a little bit to another mission, and I'll show you what the optional objective looks like and how you can tell what it is, and then we'll be on our way. So I have skipped ahead a bit and gone past diplomatic orders and gone into Stranded in Space just because, but the extra or the optional objective is going to be in the next section on the ship. So give me a second to get past these guys, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so on the mission tracker on the side here, you will notice that there is a Delta mission objective symbol here. So that's how you know you're on a map that's got an optional objective for you to do as a Delta Recruit. You'll notice over here, there is an item with the Delta symbol over it, and that is what you're looking for. There is the Recover Iconian Artifact.
The alloys used in this device are normally only found in the Delta Quadrant. We know that the Iconians have gateways that allow them to go anywhere they wish. It would be reasonable to assume that they have had influence in the Delta Quadrant as well.
So when you find either the technology, the knowledge, or whatever, you'll get a little thing from the future, basically helping you, giving you a leg up in the coming crisis. So that is done. That means that we are going to get some extra stuff. All right, so we saved the crew, just like we always do. We're getting some normal rewards there.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Thank you very much for that. But if we go into our Tesseract communication receiver and scroll down, you'll see that we got locate technology stranded in space completed. And if you click it, it will allow you to claim your reward. There we go. And opening it up gives us 10 marks in a reputation that we choose, which I don't have. We haven't started any reputation stuff yet, so that doesn't like mean anything. But so once again, guys, to wrap it up, if you want to do the Delta Recruit campaign, you just start a Federation Romulan Klingon character of the 2409 variety. Get your Tesseract by playing through the tutorial. Play through all of the story missions. Rank your guy up as high as you can. Do some Admiralty stuff at 52. Do some R&D stuff at 15. Play through all the story episodes. Join a fleet. Why not? Collect your stuff during the missions. And that's it. Get a good jump on the Iconian War when it comes around. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me, checking out the Delta Recruit event that's happening right now. If this helped you at all, or if you had a good time, please leave a like. If you are so kind, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. If not, thank you so much for just hanging out and watching anyway. Again, wrapping up the Klingon story arc here pretty quick in the next couple of days. Twitch.tv/SmeggCo if you want to see just a bunch of ridiculousness and bad gameplay, but amazing people. And until next time, please be excellent to each other, but more importantly, be excellent to yourself. I will catch you next time. Take care.